ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਪਰਮਾਰ ਔਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਨਾ ਟਰੱਕ ਵਰਲਡ 2024 ਦੇ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ, ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਸ਼ੋਅ 'ਚ। ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਟੀਵ ਵੈਬਸਟਰ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਵਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈ। ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਇੰਜਰਡ ਔਰ ਸਿਕ ਡਰਾਈਵਰਸ ਦੇ ਲਈ। ਸੋ ਮੋਰ ਔਨ ਦੈਟ, Steve, introduce yourself, please.
I'm Steven Webster. I'm one of 3 directors of a nonprofit called Huron Easy Share. We run a wheelchair/med van that can carry 2 powered chairs, a stretcher. We have some medical equipment. We have brought several drivers back from the States when they become sick or injured and they had no way to get back. We ran a shelter up until a year ago. Up at Blythe, we're now in the process. We've got it stripped down to the bare walls. We're renovating it completely. It had 9 bedrooms. We're going to make it 11 bedrooms and wheelchair accessible. We're working with a couple local volunteers, and plus we're working with 3 healthcare professionals and another volunteer from Cuba that are planning on coming up and helping to renovate it. We are a nonprofit. We issue tax receipts. We've supplied stuff as well to homeless and disabled. We've supplied over 20,000 bottles of water, over 2,000 meals. We've provided other aid, and I believe that we're one of the few groups that's bringing drivers back into Ontario outside of the major insurance companies, and I don't know of anybody else that's doing it to the extent that we are in Ontario. And I would like to thank everybody for listening to this today.
Wonderful. So, for example, any trucker that gets sick in the States, so how you actually bring them back?
We have our own van. We have our own van. I was one of 3 volunteers, and we have a couple nurses that have been going down with us as well to bring them back if they needed a nurse for an assistance to come back.
Okay, so there's no...
They've been all volunteers. Nobody's been paid to date. It's been all volunteers.
How many people that you helped so far?
We've brought back, not this year as many, but we've brought back between 200 and 300 in total. We really got it up and running after COVID hit in about April of 2020, after we seen there was a need because of the fact that the injured and sick drivers were no longer welcome at the homeless shelters. And that's when we got it up and running, because we seen there was a need for the service at that time.
Okay, so the facility that you have in the London area, Blythe, why it's not in an operation though? What's the reason beside it? Is it financial?
We have done some renovations. We put a new panel in. The government came in and said we had to make several upgrades to keep running it. And they basically gave us an order that we could not run it in the way we were. The Ford government and the local Huron County government promised us money for it, and they never came through. So we ran it, and we actually ran in over $60,000 in debt based on the money that the government was going to cover, and I'm in the process of covering that myself.
So how are you going to recover that?
I'm still working part-time. I will make it up in the next year or 2. It's not a big deal. I'm working on some other things, and we'll make it happen.
So your organization also accepts donations for those need help?
Absolutely. They can call me at 306-716-2098, or my U.S. number 502-701-0046, and I will be more than happy to talk to anybody.
Good. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help, Dan.
Thank you.